for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Football Team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
At the Bears' 35-yard line.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Then he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On 1st and 10, Davis. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 31-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
22.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Davis now from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
By Jalen Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On third down, it's Green. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On second down, Childers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. From the 30 on 2nd down, Haskins. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
On first down, Green. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 7th.
They'll try the left side. It's Green, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
24-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Watch the screen. 58, boys, 58, 58,
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Davis into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Intended 4th.
He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins steps away. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And goes for a gain of 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and
out of the shotgun. Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5.
Haskins.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down now, Childers. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Davis to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is...
And this is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 35, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Davis now. That's caught by Jackson. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Davis. A final shot before break. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call sent him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They run the counter. Childers, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Childers. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old-school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll keep it on the ground. Childers. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down. Childers. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side. Green. And he's got room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 29 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on third. 47 yards.
First down, Bears.
They'll run on first down. Childers. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll keep it on the ground. Childers. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Childers. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first down, it's Green. There goes Green. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On 3rd down, Childers. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now again, right side. Childers. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down, Childers. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. On second down now, Childers, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 30.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Davis. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Green works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Davis throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Davis throwing on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Down at the 31. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
35-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Green. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This one taken just inside the 10.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Davis. Right side caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
to number
Now the
82.
Bears going to use the second of their timeouts
On the play.
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Davis now on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Gain of 12. And the Bears first down.
From the gun, Davis. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Davis, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's finals Washington.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got